Hey cookie decorators, Erica from my.two.cookies here. Did you know that you can make your own textured parchment sheets? If you don't know what these are, cookie decorators like to use them for texture on their cookies, for kind of a 3D effect, a great background pattern, just gives some dimension to the cookie. So you just lay this on the cookie while the icing's still wet and then peel it off after it dries, and you have this awesome, for instance, in this case, brick texture on your cookie. So it's pretty awesome. I have bought a lot of textured parchment sheets in my cookie career, but I have discovered that you can make your own. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I use a die cut / embossing machine. This one is a Sizzix Big Shot. It should work with any kind of embossing / die cut machine. I got this one on Amazon. You can get them used on different marketplaces or yard sale pages too. I actually tried to use a rolling pin at first, and that did not work. It wasn't strong enough, didn't imprint enough, so I definitely suggest getting some kind of embossing machine. It comes with different plates depending on the project that you're doing. For this, you need the platform and 2 of these plates to sandwich your template between. Now for parchment sheets, you can get them pre-cut. 4x4 usually fits most cookies, and they're the easiest to work with, but you can cut a piece off of a larger parchment sheet if you have that. That's what I did with this one. Just cut a rectangle out of a larger piece. And these are called embossing folders. So that's exactly what they look like. So folder has it on both sides so that you can imprint the texture. And I have a bunch of different ones. I just got them cheap on some site. You could just search embossing folder and find them lots of places. I think these were maybe like $1 or $2 each. So there's a wood grain, some butterflies, and make some really pretty backgrounds. Or just a plain cookie would be pretty with some of these designs. I picture weddings, all kinds of stuff. Here's snowflakes for Christmas. Thought this was pretty to do some tree backgrounds. So what you want to do is get your folder, put your parchment between it. Sandwich it in there, and then you're going to sandwich it between these 2 plates with the platform underneath. And then this is the part where you roll it through. Now it's going to sound scary. It's going to sound like it's breaking or cracking the plastic. That's just what it does. So don't be too scared. It seems scary to start, but just roll it on through. You'll hear it. Pop at the end. We're okay, see? And then you just pull it out of the folder and voila! There it is. Both sides. You notice that there's kind of a negative space one and a positive space one. It would be this direction for brick, but you can do whatever you want with it. But that's as easy as it is. Just sandwich it between this and between these 2 plates. Send it on through. Don't be scared. And you can make a bunch of these. These are reusable as long as you let your cookie dry completely before peeling this off. If you peel this off and some icing comes with it, it's a lot harder to use again, but you could probably use one paper maybe 10 times if you just keep it nice and clean. Looks good for a stone or a giraffe. Pretty good. Got a little wrinkle too. These thicker folders are not the greatest. I didn't realize they were different. I'm gonna have to look closer when I buy them. That works good. Speckle thing. This looks like a thicker folder. I don't know why it works better. And that one's in between. Maybe we do thin one. There we go. That ripped it too. Don't push it so hard. Not great. Okay, let's just try it one more time with the thin adapter. Could still work on the cookie even with holes and cracks, maybe. I'll have to try it. Pretty good. Maybe if I put it all the way to the top, because that's the first thing to go through. Sheesh. Oh, I gotta take out this. It's better. It's got a few wrinkles in there. Oh, we don't need them. But it didn't tear it this time. Or maybe it did right there, huh? Let's try one at the bottom. Yeah, it's just not as good of a folder for this. Now that I've tried it with different size thickness of folders, it's a little tricky.
But that's as easy as it is.
On some of them. Some of them came out beautifully. Some of them I had to play around with the height and the different amounts of plates and thickness of plates. I even used this thin plate adapter for a few. If it was too tight, they tore and got kind of wrinkly. If it wasn't tight enough, then obviously it didn't emboss the paper. So I did order another one of these, so I'm gonna play a little more with the thickness. And then I also wanna try a thicker parchment paper. So maybe I can find heavy duty ones that won't tear as easily. But for the most part, it's fun. It works on a lot of these. I'm gonna pay attention to which folders I get to. Maybe the thinner ones are better for me. But it's super fun and you should try it out and let me know how it goes for you. Please like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any of the delicious cookie content. Catch you next time. See you later. Au revoir. Goodbye. And hit the bell so you get notificated. Make your own parchment sheets, as many as you want, anytime you want, and the size you want? Not really. Okay, never mind. So there you go. You can make your own parchment texture parchment sheets anytime you want. Now, in the tub, while you're gardening, you can make them anytime.